Number 13, Silas Smith-Talden. Number 15, Fernando Najera. Number 17, Ashley Onoze. Number 19, Michael Lamasezi. Number 20, Ronan Stark. Number 22, Matthew Shakur. Number 25, Quentin Schmidt. Number 27, Jack McPherson. Number 30, Omaha Okoye. And the coach, Ardavan Rusta. Assistant, Lucas Biopur. Manager, Robert Biopurple. And that's your St. Catharines Club Roma team. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing our match officials who were appointed for today's MilkUP Ontario Cup final. Your referee, Jared Yenchek. Assistant referee, Marshall Bushkovsky. Assistant referee, Josh Hicks. And fourth official, Olani Oganad. Ladies and gentlemen, special guest with us today representing Ontario Soccer is Alan O'Brien, Chair of the Ontario Soccer Board of Directors. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And hello, folks, and welcome back to the Zenkin Automotive Soccer Center here in Vaughan, Ontario for the Boys Under 18 MilkUP Ontario Cup Final. Battling here today will be the North York ASANTE Elite going against St. Catharines Club Roma. Both these two teams had some thrilling games yesterday in the semifinals, and a little bit on a partly cloudy and slightly windy Sunday afternoon here. We'll have to see who can pull out the tail to carry home the trophy. My name is Martin Ohms. I'll be giving you the play-by-play commentary for this match, which the two teams will be playing two halves of 45 minutes for a total of 90 minutes. And if the game does remain tied after 90 minutes, we go straight to penalties. Let's go ahead now and introduce the two teams, starting with the team in orange. That'll be North York ASANTE. Letting goal will be Cristiano De Ponte. In front of him, his starting 10 in front will be Omar Shi, Jin Ruiz, Ayub Dahir, Dorian Jacob Burhi, Desmond Abraham, Julian Olafemi, Massimo Santafanti, Arcelli Tabladillo, Ibrahim, and Taquan Walters. Rounds out the starting 11, coached by Richmond Ba. They got through Markham 4-2 in their opening match before going through Power FC 4-2, and then they defeated Welland yesterday in the semi-final. They'll be going against the St. Catharines Club Roma squad. In goal for them today will be Quentin Schmidt. In front of him will be Gavin Paxton, Jackson Rellis, Joseph Bernard, Jason Christie, Jack Bayoko, Dominic Dupuis, Silas Smith-Talving, Ashley Amose, Ronan Stark, and Matthew Shearer rounds out this squad, coached by Artavan Rusta. They defeated Windsor, Croatia 2-0 in their opening match, for defeats against Burlington in the quarterfinals, and then a huge comeback victory against Stella Rosa FC 4-3 got them towards this cup final. As the two teams get ready to take the field here. As we take a look there on the confirmations of the starting lineups from both squads. There's going to be a slight wind advantage in favor of St. Catharines Club Roma, as the wind is going directly towards the goal on your left on your screens at home. St. Catharines will be in the maroon. They'll be going from your right to your left on your screens at home. And in the orange is North York ASANTE. They're going from your left to your right. The referee for your cup final is Jared Janacek. With him will be Mariusz Puszkowski and Josh Hicks. And Olemipo Ogonote will be the fourth official as we are underway with the Boys Under 18 MilkUP Ontario Cup Final. As we're just trying to get a couple things going on for you here, as the ball's going to get played over towards the far side, and it's an early possession here for North York ASANTE. A little bit of a trip up there, going to be called against the attacker. That was Shiru. And it's going to be restarted quickly there by Walters for North York, as he's trying to direct his team to get the ball forward. That ball gets intercepted, and we're going to see an early shot from range, but it's going to be a comfortable save there for Schmidt, as cutting in there was Shi, ready to take that opportunity onto goal. Shi picked up 3 goals in their semifinal win yesterday. He's going to try and see if he can continue that goal-scoring effort here in this cup final. Ball gets played over towards the left side. There's Tabladillo. Going to get towards this near side for Santofanti. Olafemi returns it towards Tabladillo. Tabladillo, little 1-2 there with Shi. Finds this man in the midfield for Dahir. Walter seeing that run coming through on the right side was Ibrahim trying to cut inside, but finally Roma will be able to intercept there with Schmitz-Talving trying to hit it up. As the referee says that one was clean, and play still continues as it gets passed up towards Ruiz. Ruiz trying to force his way through, and Schmidt will call everyone off. Good communication from the St. Catharines keeper. Will be able to come there and collect as he'll throw it down towards this near side for Mose. He's going to try and chip it forward. as he's trying to get towards their striker. That's Bernard. Bernard got 2 huge goals for his team yesterday as they came from behind against Stella Rosa. Both these two teams had a lot of goals in their effort yesterday, and they're going to try and see if they can continue so once again. That's a high boot against the St. Catharines. Has that wind advantage we were talking about at the beginning of the match, and the team just wasn't ready for that long of a drop kick, and that comes out the other side. With Hub International Insurance Brokers, we have a broadcast partner today to support us as we prepare for tomorrow, and it will help us protect what matters most when we get there. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and Hub wants us to be ready for it. Find out more at hubinternational.com. Good chance here for Bernard. He's going to do a nice little cut. He puts it right towards a dangerous area, but it gets poked away, and Asante will be able to clear momentarily. Counter-attack opportunity now for Asante. Is going to try to go with speed the other way. Trying to cut inside is Asante, but a good job there from Stark. Is able to shut down that run, and the midfielder does it all himself with several orange jerseys forwards. Couldn't get anything going, but they might get a chance now the other way. It's Ibrahim, and he does not miss the top of the goal by much, as that one sails over the goal, and now for a goal kick. It's always interesting these opening few minutes as the teams start to get settled into the field of play. That's where a lot of the mistakes do happen. And teams are trying to make them pay. As this ball is going to come down towards this near side of the field. Coming out with it will be Asante's Dahir. He's going to try to put that forward towards Ruiz. Wasn't able to find him. And Amose will hit it off of the oncoming Asante player and win his team a throw-in. As expected, quick pace here between these two teams, but it's going to be a judge here considering both these two teams played a full 90, and you could say St. Catharines played a little bit more of a stressful 90 yesterday. The cardio will be becoming a factor as we get towards the later stages of the second half, as Asante had a bit more of a comfortable semifinal victory. So will they have more in the tank? That's going to be the question. Picked up in the midfield by Asante's Olafemi. He's going to chip it forward towards Dahir. Santofanti. Back for Dahir. Play for towards Olafemi, and he has a run down the right side with Ibrahim. He's going to try to hustle to keep this one in play, and he will be able to get to it first as he returns it towards Olafemi. And a diving play, though, from Morales forces it to go out for a throw-in rather for a corner kick. The tall frame of the striker for Asante trying to push his way forward. That's Abraham as this ball comes all the way back now towards Walters. And Walters is going to try from range. That's a bit ambitious there from the center back as that one goes over the goal for a goal kick. Ball's going to get played in short off the goal kick as I try to play a little bit of a quick 1-2 touch towards this near side, but it bounces off of the foot of Dupuis, and that's going to allow Asante to get another throw in. They've had a little bit more of the attack here in these opening few minutes of the opening half, but St. Catharines will always be dangerous on the counter. They got that pace as Bernard here with it now looks for support. Here's Relis. Screaming at Amose to try to switch it, but he wasn't able to, but he smartly plays it back towards the defense. And a Good shielding right there, and good play there from Ruiz. Just going to make sure the goalkeeper is okay, as he looks to have collided shin pads with the oncoming goalkeeper. Just for you guys tuning in at home, we're working right here to try to get the other camera fixed up for you guys, so stay tuned. Comes a long ball all the way up the field. It's going to have the head of Walters. It's going to be a tricky one for the keeper, but he's able to grab it and recognize his space inside the goal area to make the catch. That's Cristiano De Ponte in goal for North York. Asante. Tabladillo down this left side for She trying to shake away from his attacker, but a good step in there from Dupuis, and St. Catharines might try to come quickly on a counter. Amose gonna try to take on the defender one-on-one. Good move from him. Plays it up towards Bernard. Bernard, though, can't cut inside, as getting a foot in there was Walters, as it gets poked aside for corner kick. Good opening pace here in the opening 9 minutes of this boys under 18 MilkUP Ontario Cup final. St. Catharines with their first chance on this corner kick. This one's going to get crossed in, and it's was the attacker for St. Catharines, and just inches away to getting the opening goal. That was Ronan Stark wide, but a good pressure there from Roma. With that Club Roma facility, always enjoy going there. For League One matches, they have great facility there to grow the game in St. Catharines. As Abraham tries to get towards the outside, Dupuis gets bumped off, but he's still able to make the pass, as they're going to try to play the long ball up towards Bernard, but just getting a foot in time was Dahir, but a great hustle coming in from Paxton. He's able to win the ball back. He'll touch it over towards Bernard. Paxton right there with him. He picked up the other 2 goals, which they needed to pick up the victory, and there's a hard cross for Amose. And he wasn't able to direct that onto goal, by some pressure coming in forward by St. Catharines, but the score does remain tied up at 0-0. Toronto FC is the official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner of its Talented Pathway. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. Tabladillo down towards the left side, and they're going to reset this in towards the midfield again with Dahir. That's a dangerous ball there from Dahir, trying to go for the switch, but he hit it right towards Roma, and unfortunately that pass there from Shiru goes in behind his players, and the possession goes back to North York. Trying to play this off the bounce, and Bernard almost read that one nicely. He just wasn't confident that ball was going to go over the center back. And he was going to be offside, though. And it's going to come back here for a free kick. Again, St. Catharines having that wind, so players should move forward anytime Schmidt has the ball. And there we go. There's a good example. And Walters does the smart thing, and he'll head it back towards his keeper. Schmidt doesn't get a good clearance on that one as he'll hit this one right towards Shi. Abraham, though, can't bring the pass back towards him, and Roma will be able to clear it away, but Bernard going to get called for offside once again. He can't believe it, but it's still going to be a free kick just on the other edge of half. This time Bernard is onside, though. He's going to have a little bit of space down this left side and waiting for some teammates to run in and join him. Nice little move from Bernard, trying to get through, but Walters does well to stick with him the entire way through, and it's going to be another Roma corner kick. Plenty of subs on the Roma bench today. ASANTE missing a couple key players as well as it gets to the far side, and it's the same man again. That is Stark. That's the second opportunity for him coming in on a late run. They clearly are trying to target the tall midfielder, and it's working so far, but can he get it onto goal will be the question. One of the players lost his shin pad there, and referee gave him the moment to run back toward the field to be able to put it back on. As there's a little bit of a collision there on the back by Paxton. And that will get called by the referee for a North York free kick. Again, these two teams have had a journey to get here towards this cup final, as we see one player already starting to warm up for Roma. That's Hazim Gebran. He could be coming in here shortly for St. Catharines, but it's going to be a free kick regardless for ASANTE. That's a good ball. And Schmidt might have been able to catch that, but instead he does the safe option to punch this one out. And this time he will do the punch was the correct play, but it's going to be offside regardless for a free kick. Sometimes if you're not too confident on making that catch, that punch is, especially getting a hard clearance, is the smart thing to do. Playing it short as Christie's going to play this one down the line, and giving chase will be Paxton. He won't be able to reach to it. As North York will get themselves another throw on the far side. And again, that's just one of the beauty things to see of the Ontario Cup final. You have two teams definitely do not play against each other in the regular season, just in different regions. And you get the opportunity to see what the best in the province has to offer. And you see that here at North York and St. Catharines. Here comes the counterattack as they try to play it through towards Ruiz. Might have taken a little bit more of the space being presented, but they saw that in-cut run coming in from Ruiz and wanted to play it towards him. Abraham from range saw the goalkeeper a little bit out of his goal and tried to test him, but Schmidt is able to step back and he'll be able to make the catch. Paxton hit it forward towards Stark. Stark, as the referee will wave advantage, as Shiru is going to be carrying this one up. Shiru is going to cut inside, and the referee says no to that one. As the play will continue, as the St. Catharines bench not too happy with that, but this one will get called. And got to make sure that there's nothing happening after the whistle. As the referee making sure he gets in between both teams of players before we resume with the free kick. North York, though, had to battle back from being down a player, though, yesterday. Picked up a red card in their opening half. Didn't disrupt them, though, as they are able to find ways to get more goals against Welland. Hopefully, they won't have to have that issue today. As there's Ruiz dropping back to help. Little 1-2 with Abraham. Ruiz gonna chip this one forward, and good job from Schmidt, though. He's able to beat Shi to the ball. And he's been a busy goalkeeper in the opening 20 minutes, has Quentin Schmidt. But he's done the job when needed most. And again, they're just gonna have to adjust to those drop kicks. They got the wind advantage. The players have to adjust to that, knowing the kicks will go much further than they usually would expect it to. But then they're going to have to readjust in the second half and drop back a little bit. Christie doesn't get a clearance on that one, as Paxton is forced to play this one down the line, but it'll go straight back towards North York. And there's a tall frame getting blocked there, but Bernard was going to be offside. And they're going to play this one quickly, as Dupuis got to hustle to get back into position. Mose, good ball towards Bernard. He's by himself, though. He's going to get around the first defender, and he's going to take the shot as he fires that one over the goal. Good effort there coming in from Joseph Bernard, trying to do it himself, and the finish just wasn't there. As it's going to be a substitution. So change up top for Roma, as they hope to get things continuously going up top. Good battle going on midfield. It looked like a bit of a jersey grab there. And the referee, though, was right there to see that. And he's going to call for a free kick. That free kick, though, wasn't taken well, though. Nobody in orange was ready for that pass. And the Roma will be able to kick this one up the field. Here's Ruiz, though. Chantofanti making a run down the right side. Good timed on the challenge there by Smits-Talving. And a second block coming in from the defense for a corner kick. Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect and Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect education journey today at respectgroupinc.com. As you have a good look there at Simeon Sealing, he looks like he's getting ready to check in shortly as well for Roma. But it's going to be an Asante corner kick. They play towards that far post, a lot of bodies there, but it's going to hit off a Roma defender, and they're going to be able to clear it away. Good read from Olafemi, as that's going to be a hard collision. And Olafemi is going to come out with a yellow card for that challenge, is Julian Olafemi in the 24th minute. As you collide hard with the St. Catharines defender, and it looks like he's holding his shin there. And hopefully he's going to be okay after that one. If you're not joining us live in the venue, you can continue to join us through our online match centers as these teams continue to make Ontario soccer history. New this year, fans can enjoy even more coverage through Ontario Soccer's My Soccer app, powered by BMO, which features exclusive content such as player interviews and behind-the-scenes footage as they continue to take a look at the injured player. No score so far, though, in this boys under 18 MilkUP Ontario Cup final. But we're here watching North York Asante Elite going against St. Catharines Club Roma. Following this match, of course, we'll be having the under 21 women's and men's finals as well, so make sure to continue to stay tuned in for that. As just a reminder, this year is the 109th edition of the MilkUP Ontario Cup final, as this competition is the largest of its kind in Canada on all sports, and unfortunately looks like it's gonna have to get carried off the field, which is something you'd hate to see. For the injured defender, Jackson Rellis. So we'll keep an eye on him on the bench, as he's gonna get substituted off, very likely is Rellis, and we'll see if he'll be able to continue on in this cup final later today. Take a look in there, a little bit on that wind we were saying, going towards the goal on the left, so it's going against North York right now. As I believe St. Catharines will want to make the substitution for their injured player. They're going to continue on, though, in the meantime, as that ball goes all the way towards the goalkeeper. Now, a little bit of a bump there by Javron, and goalkeepers definitely won't like that. As we continue on with North York's defense in possession. Many shin pads are flying out. There's another shin pad out. I gotta take a look at some of these players with the shin pads. As Dupuis will slide in. Ruiz slid right into that sliding challenge. As it looks like there's gonna be a challenge after the play there from Bayoko. And the referee's going to have a quick word there with the defender, as the Training staff is having a busy first half. Going to come here to take a look over at Ibrahim. O'Neill Sportswear is the leading supplier globally to grassroots sport organization and professional clubs alike, with over 100 years of expertise, as they are Ontario Soccer's proud official soccer apparel, uniform, and equipment partner. For more information on their made-to-order personalized apparel and uniform solutions, visit o'neills.com. O'Neill Sportswear, live for it. He's asking for a substitution is Ibrahim, as he's going to stumble towards the sideline. So both benches having to be active here early, having to get players involved in this one. Coming into the game for them will be Michael Lemachese. And St. Catharines is back to full strength, as they did have a substitute for Jackson as well. As we resume play with this free kick going towards the far side, and a good job there from Stark. We'll be able to get to that ball first and clear it away, as Jibrim will try to settle that one. And a little bit of a step over there from Centofanti. Starting to see the intensity of these two teams start to pick up. Good movement there from Stark. Trying to find someone to pass it on to, though. He can't find anyone else, though, in a Roma jersey. And Asante will be able to control this one. They've had majority of the possession so far, but North York haven't been able to find a way through this Roma back line. Smits, Talving, and Christie being a bit of a pain on the back line. As Bayoko going in hard with the challenge. He's going to get called there, though. He thought he got the ball, but the problem was he had the jersey of the number 19 there, Lamasese, and it's going to be a free kick. This is going to be a high looping one, close to the goalkeeper. He's not able to get to it, and that ball's going to bounce around the penalty area. And finally, though, that shot will get blocked by Stark once again, as Gibran is onto the attack, and he's going to force Walters to play this one quickly. As some good hustle from Dahir. Does well to win this ball, to keep it in play, and get his team a throw-in. Sealing has been waiting to get into the game. Hasn't been able to yet, though, for Roma. He's been standing there for a good 4 or 5 minutes, unfortunately, for him. Getting down low as Bayoko to head that one. And Gibran will kick this up the field and allow his teammates to get back into shape. "32 minutes have passed so far here in this boys under 18 MilkUP Ontario Cup final. No score so far, but definitely has the making of some goals in this game, it looks like, between North York Asante Elite and St. Catharines Club Roma. It's one of those games where the first goal is going to be critical to determine who's going to be the victor here in this one. As finally St. Catharines, though, will be able to make that substitution. As coming out of the game will be number 10. That'll be Dominic Dupuis. And coming into the game will be number 6. That is Simeon Sealing. There you see Dupuis walking off the field to play on the far side. Gets a handshake there from Herrera. Diego Herrera, of course, came in for the injured Jackson Relis. as there's a confirmation of the early substitution there for North York. ASANTE wanted to play this one quickly, and he will, towards the here. Can't get by Christie, but it goes right back in towards the midfield, trying to turn with it. Zolafemi. He's going to leave this one forward to here, but he didn't get much of a boot onto that one. Schmidt will see that one roll by the goal for a goal kick. Just a reminder, St. Catharines Club Roma got through Windsor, Croatia 2-0. 3-1 victory in the quarterfinals against Burlington. And after being down 2-1 at the half against Stella Rosa FC, came back to win 4-3 in that one. Meanwhile, North York ASANTE got through identical 4-2 victories over Markham and Power FC from Toronto. And then a comfortable win against Welland yesterday. Got them here towards this cup final. As there's a lot of space there. Wide open there was Abraham, but he just couldn't have that ball settle for him. Shiro. Mose is going to try and set Gibran onto a run. Gibran still fighting for it. They're going to shield it away. And good job there from the shielding. Gets it towards the Ponte coming out of his goal, and he's able to collect. A lot of pace up top on this Roma team, though. They get them on that counterattack, get them on the speed. They can be tricky. Long ball up the field by Walters. Bayoko is going to try and see this one out, and he will, as he'll take this throw in quickly. Mose thought he had more time, and the ankles collide hard as both players went for the ball, and they got each other's feet instead. That's Massimo Santafanti and Ashley Mose on both teams, and just an unfortunate sequence of timing there from the two players. As they'll likely just have a nice little bruise in the morning. As it looks like Mose gonna try and walk this one off. As the North York player looks like he's gonna need a few more seconds to get back on towards his feet. The biggest soccer event in the world is coming to our country and province in 2026, and we want you to be a part of it. With BMO as the title partner, Generation 26 is a bold initiative designed to bring the game to every corner of Ontario, with a full calendar of events and initiatives running through the summer of 2026 and beyond. Learn more at ontariosoccer.net/Gen26. So the players will step off momentarily. As coming off the field, Mose will come out of the game. He'll take a substitution. So Mose, number 17, out. Coming back into the game will be number 7, Joseph Bernard. As he resume play here at the drop ball. And Santafanti is able to come back onto the field to play, and he will continue on. So just a change there for Roma with Bernard back in, and same players on the field for ASANTE. As just the initial impact of that collision gets worn off. Ruiz gets knocked off the ball there by Paxton, who does well. And Paxton will be able to clear it all the way down the line. Here's Paxton once again. He's all over the back of Sheehan. He does well, does Paxton. He's able to win that ball free, and She, though, does well to poke that ball away from him at the last second to prevent that ongoing pass. Bernard. Midfield for Stark. He's going to see a run down the left side. Shiru going to have to hustle to keep it in play, and he does the smart thing, though. We'll kick it aside for a throw-in rather than a goal kick. And he's going to be on the charge to win the ball back, but he's not able to reach to that one. Got a good battle on this near side, shoulder to shoulder. Bayoko. He's going to leave this one for Bernard. Bernard's got Bayoko, who's made the run up for him, but his pass can't find anyone. And fortunately, though, no one's up the field for North York, and it's going to be comfortably collected by Smits Talving. Will hit this first time up the field. To here. And Tafanti, he looks to be okay. As he's going to play this one up long to try to find Ruiz, but it's going to be comfortably controlled by Herrera. As you see some nice one-touch passing coming out here from Roma as they try to get out of their own half. And now Bernard with a lot of space in front of him tries to play that pass towards the left side. A good defense able to block him, and the second effort won't find Shiru either, as that one's going to see its way out for a throw-in. There was a lot of actions in the opening 15-20 minutes by the North York ASANTE squad, putting a lot of efforts towards the goal of Quentin Schmidt. He was equal to the task, however, and since then it's been a good midfield battle, both teams struggling to find themselves the space to get onto the attack. All it's going to take is that one breakthrough. Who's going to be that player? I think that was a ball up the left side. I think they were trying to get that one on towards Berhe. It was just too far played up top. So it'll be a comfortable goal kick, which Roma will play short. As a reminder, as we get ready to switch sides for that second half, that wind advantage will change. So we can see what North York may adjust to use it. And Bernard telling his players right now that exact same thing. We have the wind, use it. When you got to throw in near your own corner flag, it's a little bit tough to find your way out of it. When you have someone who can throw a long throw in, like Centofanti there, it really gets you out of danger. As teams can really contain you in your own corner if you don't have that type of skill coming on your team. As you see a nice run coming out of Shi, dances around a couple players, cuts back inside to Shi, but he did a little bit too much himself there though, as Bayoko did well to get the block on that one. And that's a dangerous back pass, and it's going to send a man through, and it's a big save by Taponte, though, as he shuts down Gibran from close range, as there was a back pass coming in from the North York players. It was just played too long, and it went to a bit of a no man's land, where it was too far for the center backs to reach and too far for the goalkeeper to come out and collect. And that allowed for Gibran to get in forward, and he was able to go one-on-one with the keeper, try to poke it by, but Taponte got a good knee onto that one, and was able to make a crucial save to keep this game knotted up at 0-0. Probably best chance of the game right there. As here comes a cross. I'm not too sure if the goalkeeper called that one, but making the safe play though will be Tabladillo. That'll be Another corner kick. Roma have been dangerous so far on the corner kick set piece taking. And now with Sealing coming off the bench, you got an in-swinger, which can prove to be a lot of crowding around the goalkeeper. And they do get the head on that. That was Gibran who got the head on that one, but he didn't get much on it, however. And he'll go out for a goal kick. There's Joseph Bernard. Started out as a striker at the beginning of the game, shifted out here towards that left wing to try to utilize a bit more of that speed. As DePonte will play short. A lot of space there for Tabladillo. He's going to leave this one off for Ruiz. Nice run coming in from Abraham, and having to play that one will be Herrera. Good heads up there from the defender, recognizing his goalkeeper didn't have enough time to reach onto that. And just as a safe play and clears it out for a corner kick to prevent Abraham to be able to get to that ball first before his keeper. Comes a corner kick, nice looping one. Getting a head onto that one was Lamasese. He couldn't get that one onto goal. Set pieces have done pretty good for both teams. They've been able to find the players. It's just getting these chances onto the goal have been the difference. As we're going to see a last minute here substitution coming out here from Club Roma. Coming into the game will be number 30. That's Omaha Okoye. He replaced number 22. That is Matthew Shiru. Look towards the referee. It's going to be 4 minutes of additional time here in the opening half. We had a couple injuries happen during this first half, as you have confirmation there as on Okoye. Good sliding challenge coming in from Smith's Talving, but getting to a first here will be Olafemi. Olafemi trying to drive his way through, gets stuck in behind the leg of Stark. As North York wants to take this quickly, they want to get some chances before the halftime whistle. Bernard tries to intercept, but Shi will take him away from that ball, and it's a good cut from Shi. He gets himself a little bit of space, and that shot is spilled out. That ball is still free, but Abraham can't pounce onto it. And that's what happens. You put stuff towards the goal, shots towards the goal. Things could happen. And just the rebound wasn't collected cleanly by Schmidt. And that allowed a lot of loose chaos in front of the goal, but good job there from the defense, able to recover first and get to it before Abraham can get to it. And Okoye was ready to throw this one in and realized he was about to step in bounds. He said, okay, you know what? I'm just going to wait instead. Leave this throw in for someone else. Ruiz picked up 1 goal in yesterday's semifinal. Hopes to get something going for his team. And it's going to be continue to run down. That's Walters. That's the center back all the way up the field. He made a huge run all the way up. Where did he come from there? As he's going to jog himself back towards this position. I got to look back on that one later on to see where he came from to make that run. comes the corner kick. They do get ahead on that one. And once again, same player, same situation. Lamasese there once again gets up to get on the header of that one. Just couldn't get the power or the accuracy on the header as this one sees its way out. As we take a look at goalkeeper Schmidt. He's had a good first half. Yes, he had a little bit of a scary moment just a few minutes ago, but he's done the job when he's been needed. Walter's clearance goes straight towards Bernard. Jabren's comfort, I don't think he was onside, and he wasn't. And Bernard not happy with the striker there, as the referee's likely going to have a word with the striker for kicking the ball afterwards in frustration. Schmidt will find that loose one ball as there goes the halftime whistle. No score here in this boys under 18 MilkUP Ontario Cup final, but it's been a good one between North York ASANTE Elite and St. Catharines Club Roma. Ontario Soccer is also getting its very own Gen 26 mascot, and we want your help to name it. Voting is now open and will run until July 30th, so make sure to go in and vote at ontariosoccer.net/Gen26. I don't know any names. I'm gonna have to canvass the staff to try to think of some names. But we're gonna be going in towards a break, folks. Don't go anywhere. Second half action coming up next.
You can purchase burgers, hot dogs, chicken fingers. Help yourself, and I just also want to take a little time here to give a special thanks to all of our volunteers and workers for their hard work and support during this year's Ontario Cup Final. Many hours are spent ensuring that our events are a success, and much of that success is thanks to our many dedicated volunteers. So, ladies and gentlemen, some applause for our volunteers. Ontario Soccer would also like to thank our partner, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, for continuously...
For me, my soccer journey in OPDL started with Markham FC. At the time, I played for Pickering, but I had moved to Markham to play there. I played in there for a couple of years, had a lot of joy there, did really well with the team. The team was really good.
The OPDL provided the environment for real elite class players to play against each other consistently, and so that definitely helped Jade to raise her game and to become the player that she is today.
It allowed her to develop to her potential and also be visible. Everyone knew about Jade. When you're in the OPDL program and you're good, people are going to know. It's set up to identify those players.
The provincial program, it offers a lot of opportunities, and if you go there and you do your thing, a lot of good things can come for you right after. So that would definitely be my biggest advice, is to just understand the opportunity and don't take anything for granted.
My advice is you're here, you got chosen for a reason, and just don't get caught up in being nervous because it goes by so quick. So just enjoy it, have fun, and just play how you play.
Have fun, play your game, play how you always play. You're chosen for a reason, and be confident, be a good team player, support each other, and just, yeah, have fun.
Always keep mentally strong and be prepared for any adversity they face, and to always keep their head high.
You guys were chosen for a reason. You clearly have talent if you were selected for this. So just be yourself on the field and really have fun.
Don't be overwhelmed by the experience. It's going to be super exciting. You guys were picked for a reason. Go out and have lots of fun.
Know your worth. You guys have been selected for a reason. These are the best players in Ontario. So, I mean, you're here to show why you're the best. And I just say, know your worth, be confident.
My advice for the U14s is to take the constructive criticism that you get from your coaches or your fellow teammates and just run with it, because that's the only thing that's going to make you grow and to make you stronger.
lost. There's no game on today.
Where is everyone? Do we know that guy?
Was that just in Marsh?
The OPDL is a great league that's set up to put a lot of eyes and a lot of people looking at your pathway. I think that it's very fluid in the way that you can play.
She was a best case example, but all those younger kids saw a tangible, real life example of success. Whether that person wanted to obtain a soccer scholarship, we saw Jade go on and do that in Michigan. Jade being a part of the provincial team program. For others who wanted to do that, they saw Jade do that. Youth national teams, senior national teams, now overseas with Manchester United. So all of those things that younger players may want to achieve on a personal level, Jade has done that.
No dream is too big, because if I can do it, they can do it.
I feel honored being selected for Team Ontario, and I feel like privileged.
People thought that I had something to contribute to this team, and that means a lot.
There's a lot of hard work and dedication that leads into this.
It's a really nice reward for all the hard work that all of us put in.
Okay, girls, it's all yours.
And it's nice to see all the work that everyone puts in to produce talent in this province.
I felt great. I felt like I made it to another step in my life, and I just want to keep on getting better and show what I can do.
I've always wanted to be on the team, so it's really exciting.
Not every kid has the chance to be here and play for Team Ontario, so I'm really proud of myself.
It's super cool to represent where I grew up, and obviously my goal is to go as far as possible. So I was just really excited because this is a really good first step.
It was really exciting, and I was really happy to find out when I got the email.
It feels quite awesome, honestly. It's a great experience.
I feel like I get to perform and show my talents to everyone here watching and Ontario Soccer.
I'm really appreciative. I really like this program, and it's amazing here. I really like it.
Walking in, seeing our names above our jersey, I've done some stadium tours, and it literally felt right like that. It felt like we were professional players.
It felt like a pro experience.
A pro experience. It felt really professional.
It was
very professional and stuff. Like I've seen it on like TV and stuff, so it was like that.
It felt like I was walking into like a professional team's change room, and then like I'm about to play in a professional game.
It felt like I was like kind of like a professional, like with all my teammates.
It was a really nice experience just to hype us up, maybe get us ready for the game even more.
I'm excited for the games, the results, and to make friendships with the new teammates I have.
I'm really excited to play with the best players in Ontario, playing with them and against them.
I like being challenged like this. It's a great feeling. I love it.
I'm just excited to perform for my coaches, my teammates, and to just show my skills around.
Just be able to play with a couple of my friends, show who I am, and play my greatest abilities, you know?
I'm most excited for playing with new players that aren't on my team that I don't get to see very often and that are from different places like London and Ottawa.
Learn new stuff, score some goals, and like help the team win.
Learn about what I can do on my position and just get better, play with better players, and yeah, just improve.
We both played 2012, so having this opportunity to play up with this amazing group of girls has just been awesome.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, these jerseys are super cool, so they're really nice.
And welcome back to the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center for second half of action here in this boys under 18 MilkUP Ontario Cup final. The teams have switched sides, and in the maroon will be St. Catharines Club Roma, trying to copy a little bit of PSG opening kickoff strategy there and play that one in towards the corner. Didn't get it as far as they would like to, but they're taking some strategies there from the professionals. The wind has slightly changed direction, so it's now going towards this left side still, but towards the corner as we see a good ball in for She, and Schmidt will come sliding out and make the save. So a little bit of advantage there when you pick the sides in the opening half. Now it is going towards this near corner, so North York still has a little bit of that wind. But it's now towards the corner, so it might be a little bit tricky for them. Corner kick on the outswinger is going to come in. Schmidt doesn't get to it, and it was an open goal behind there for Tabladillo, and he wasn't able to make it count. And it's always the tricky thing, especially if it's a goalkeeper. You're making that movement out of the goal. You got to make sure you're getting a piece on that one, because if not, you're just leaving an empty goal right behind you, and that's what happened right there. But North York wasn't able to capitalize, and the chances for both teams, they've gotten them. Who's going to be the one to capitalize first? Shiru's back on the field to play. He came off as a substitute. He's having a nice run down the right side. He's going to play it in. Bernard still trying to find it, but can't find it amongst his feet. Pass back for Stark, and that shot, though, gets blocked. Good chances both ways for both teams. She one way, and Shiru there for Roma the other. Chances are coming in for both sides. And that quick pace is continuing on as we see a long throw in getting flicked on by Sealing. Bernard, another shot opportunity, gets blocked. Ruiz can't control that one, but a good foot there from Abraham is going to allow Ruiz to do a nice step around the first defender. Ruiz onto a run now. And he's going to collide right into the back of Bioko. And Ruiz is still down on the field to play, but his teammates are going to continue to go on to the attack. And the referee will eventually blow the play dead, as to take a look at the injured player, that is Jaden Ruiz. Ontario Soccer is thrilled to collaborate with Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, as a premier partner and supporter of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether to fuel up before a big game or after a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find convenience stores near you. It looks like it's just a moment of getting the wind knocked out of you, as just had to catch himself a little bit, and we're ready to resume on this field to play with the drop ball, likely with Roma back in possession. Shiru gonna lay this forward by Oko. Nice run down the left side. Gonna try to cross this one in, but it's a little bit too close towards goalkeeper DePonte, as he has that long drop kick. And again, we have that wind. Teams are gonna have to be ready to be able to collect onto that one, as Schmidt will do the correct thing here and throw this one out towards the defense, knowing he has that wind going against him now.
Step, guy.
Comes across, not a good clearance though, and it's going to continue to bounce around, but DePonte will be able to make the catch and stay in play. Good pressure coming in from Paxton. And just an unfortunate clearance there from Tabladillo. Good control off the drop kick from Abraham. Finds Ruiz making a run down the right side. Is the player Burko. And Burko gonna put this one for Ruiz, and Ruiz can't put it back towards the middle. Bernard still trying to get through, and as she though is able to get it, finds Ruiz, touch it over towards Olafemi. Olafemi, the only player to enter the book here today, as it doesn't matter! But the final touch, Desmond Abraham can't find it. As that one finds its way over the goal, and now for a goal kick, as it looks like changes are coming shortly. PowerUp Sports is the official technology partner and member registration system of choice for Ontario Soccer, bringing a unified, secure, and intuitive registration experience to member organizations across the province. Check out powerupsports.com/Ontario to see how their best-in-class technology can help your club succeed on and off the pitch this season. There's Ceiling. Turns it towards Christie. Christie sees the run down the right side and will play it towards Paxton. They're going to try to see if they can get him a little bit more involved in this half. Okoye. Trying to dance away from the attacker. Good job there from Burko, staying with him. And it'll be a throw-in, as here comes a double change upcoming. Couple players coming back onto the field to play. Simeon Seelink, number 6, will come out, and coming into the game will be number 19. That's Michael Lamasese. And as well, number 4, that's Gavin Paxton. He will check out, and returning back will be number 17. That's Ashley Omose, who had that ankle knock after that hard collision in the first half. Good to see him back on the field to play. But the first injury to Rellis, haven't seen him, so his day could be done there for Rellis, as North York will be able to pick up the loose ball, and they had a 3-on-3 attack going the other way. Abraham gonna try to push his way through, as he's gonna let this one roll its way out for a corner kick. So they got, as you can see, that the wind is just going towards the opposite corner. So expect the ball towards that far post. As this one's going to get played up high in the air. Good battle, and Christie will be able to knee it forward. This goes as far away towards Burko. He's going to try and cross that one in once again. And just having to clear that one away will be Okoye, as we're going to need another ball in the field of play. As Okoye is trying to explain his logic towards his team, trying to explain he had no other options there, he felt. Comes the corner towards that near post. Couldn't get much of a head onto that one as Shiru is there. And he'll be able to hit this one forward. Bernard, the lone man up top. Can he do something to get up to speed? No, Walters does a good job shutting him down before he can get up to pace. Good anticipation there from Stark to try to get off the throne, but he can't find it as Walters intercepts once again. And Walters is making a run forward, so this is how he tried to do it last time. Win the ball and try to sneak his way through, but now he's going to recognize not much for him up the field, and he'll get back towards the center back position. Cesar has that one run off his foot, and there's going to be a lot of space for Ruiz, who tries a shot, but Christie is able to get in the way of that. Drop kick goes, and unfortunately no one there in maroon, so it'll be a comfortable pickup here for Asante. There's Dahir, trying to get back towards Ruiz, trying to play a little 1-2, couldn't get the return pass. Coach Richmond Bott trying to put some instructions, going to direct two players towards midfield though. It looks like North York is going to be making a double change in their next opportunity now. Herrera with time. He's inviting the pressure though, and that's always dangerous when you do that. As Ruiz, he's not letting him get away with it, and Ruiz does well to win the ball free. He's going to leave this one for Abraham, and Schmidt though makes a save. And the defense probably going to want to have a word there. Herrera, you got the time. He felt calm, composed, take the touch, but he took way too much of that time, and Ruiz did an exceptional job to make sure that Herrera was redirected on towards the field to play rather than just doing a clearance and getting a throw in. He tried to cut back inside, and that proved to be even more danger. Good save once again as the players lined up towards that far post, leaving that near post wide open. As here comes the cross. Getting on the header, and it's the top of the net, though. That's Massimo Santafonti who did well to get up to get onto that. And it's 57th minute, no goals still in this boys under 18 MilkUP Ontario Cup final. And it's a double change upcoming. As coming into the game will be number 5, that's Jeremiah Taylor. He's going to replace number 14, as Desmond Abraham. And as well coming into the game is number 28, that's Danpat Privshkar. And he will replace number 9, Jaden Ruiz. So change onto the attackers for North York. As St. Catharines will be making a substitution as well. Coming off the field will be Diego Herrera. And coming back on the field to play will be Gavin Paxton. Good turn there from Bernard. He's going to try to go onto speed, and there it goes as Bernard. Can he get the finish? No! Da Ponte gets the left foot and makes the save. Second opportunity though. Bernard might get a second chance here. He's going to try and drive towards the goal, but this time it's going to get blocked. And that's just the danger if you let Bernard get up to speed. That was always the worry. This time he was able to, just didn't have the finish. And like I said, both teams are having the chances, but both the goalkeepers are holding on strong. Berhe. He's going to try from range. Didn't get much onto that one, though. Comfortable save for Schmidt. As that drop kick's going to skip by a couple of the midfielders, but it will be picked up by North York. Olafemi try to play that one up towards Taylor, just beyond his reach. He'll get a second chance now, Will Taylor. And he's going to head it on, but didn't know where his player was, and he was unlucky there. And there's going to be a little bit of a collision between a couple players. Mose not happy with the referee's call. He's going to get a word here from the referee just to calm down a little bit as he gets set up for this free kick. Just a single yellow card issued by referee Jared Janacek in the opening half. That was in the 24th minute towards Olafemi on North York. Otherwise, kept the cards in the pocket so far. Hasn't had to bring them out yet, but we'll see as the intensity of this second half grows up. As this one goes towards the far post, too high for anyone to be able to reach out to, and it'll poke out the other side and out for a goal kick. Substitution upcoming here for St. Catharines. Coming back into the game will be number 10. That is Dominic Dupuy. He'll replace number 19. That's Michael Lemesese. The Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are premier partners of Ontario's soccer and co-presenting partners of the Talented Pathway. For updates and more information, please go to canpl.ca. Over the hour mark. As you see another ball played in towards this left side, trying to get onto that one was Okoye. Santafenti can't clear it away as he hits it right towards Bernard. Bernard's got Okoye towards his left and will play it towards him. Okoye takes a touch. Nice little instep. Cuts it now back towards Bernard, but this time Bernard won't be able to turn with the ball, and he goes for the sliding challenge. As he's trying to claim he got the ball there, but the referee says he got the player, and it's going to lead to a free kick. Comes a high boot up towards midfield. And Okoye does well to step in, and he's going to be able to win the ball for Roma. Here comes Roma onto the attack. It's Shiru, but Walters, key right foot, will be able to poke that ball in. He'll shut down that attack. As a good sight to see for North York, Ibrahim. He's getting ready to come back into the game. He got substituted off with an injury in the opening half. Looks like he's getting ready to come back in for his team. Stark to midfield. He's going to look to switch it over as he saw Mose was making a run. As Paxton did well to anticipate, and he's able to get the ball forward. Going to play this ball towards a dangerous area, but no one in maroon. It was there, and a lot of time there for Olafemi to work this ball up towards the midfield. He's going to find Taylor. Taylor's going to send this one first time up the field, but too far to be able to get toward Privskar. And the striker, the fresh legs up there won't be able to reach that. To here, down to the right side, will hit off the back of Burko. And Burko will shake himself away from the first attacker. He's going to continue his Burko, and good job there from Okoye. Gets a foot in. That'll be another corner kick. It's a bit early to think about it, but just for you guys back home, there's no extra time in the Cup finals. So if the game does remain tied after 90, you go straight to penalties. As we just wait for a second there for some shoelace to get done up. And we're ready to continue with this corner kick. Good cross. And it goes into the goal! Schmidt tried to come out and punch it, but it left an open goal behind him. And it's Arcelli Tabladillo who gets the goal. And it's 1-0 for North York Asante. They've been getting the chances on the corner kicks. They've been finding the players, and that was the high looping cross. Unable to clear it, and just leaving a Tabladillo with an open goal behind him. And the center back will get the opening goal for his team in the 64th minute. And it's now North York Asante 1, St. Catharines Club Roma 0. And what has definitely changed the whole complexion of the opening half, as we will have some substitutions happen for both teams. And against Arcelli Tabladillo, who got the goal for his team. Both teams make changes, probably some tactical changes, as Gibran comes back on for Roma, so an extra striker up top. But this is a team who's been familiar from coming from behind, has managed to come back on their 2 previous matches. And will they have to do so here again this afternoon? So after the goal, Ibrahim is off the field to play for North York, as well as Hasim Gibran. We'll see if that leads to any changes of formations, as Christie and Taylor are battling for the ball, and Taylor will be the one to come out with it, as there's a sliding challenge missed, and here comes Dahir. He's going to pull this one back for Privskar. Privskar, big save! And it's going to be collected by Schmidt. Privskar had a lot of time to be able to turn, look, and it looks like he went for more of the placement over the power and was hoping for a much better finish, but a mistimed sliding challenge almost led towards the second goal for North York.
Yes, man. Let's go. He's locking all you guys up. Where's Taylor? What the?
Trying to put a little bit more of a press are the Roma players, trying to force the turnovers. As you see a high looping ball, those can be dangerous. As Gibran comes in, looks like a little bit late, but the referee's going to let play to continue. And the good thing he did, as Burko is going to get it forward for Asante. He's going to play it forward towards Taylor, and too far though for Privskar to be able to get onto. And it goes out for another goal kick. Taylor has been a bit of a nuisance up top for this Roma defense since he has come on as a striker. And he's done well to get great opportunities, but here's another man creating a chance. It's Shiru. He gets around the man the first time, and unfortunately wasn't able to get it forward, as the referee will say that's shoulder to shoulder, as they continue to carry on, and this one will get cleared away for a throw-in. Lots of space for Taylor to collect. He'll be able to chip it forward towards Privskar. Try to play it back towards Taylor, but Christie, the last man black, was able to block it and almost got his clearance intercepted. You can feel the intensity starting to pick up, and that's what we expect here with that opening goal. The game is going to just start opening up. Shot there does get blocked from Stark. Dahir, he's been a very calm and composed midfielder, as Dahir. But the both benches on the feet, the coach is getting animated. And the excitement's starting to build right now. As what better to kill the speed than the cooling break, folks. We're having a little bit of break here, and the coaches are going to use this opportunity to really get themselves with their players and get everything set up for what should be an thrilling final 20 minutes. As the Bank of Soccer, with decades of investing in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to boldly grow the good in business and life by growing our beautiful game. We are honored to work with BMO as the lead partner of Ontario Soccer's grassroots empowerment initiatives and newly announced digital platform, My Soccer, powered by BMO. It is a cutting-edge app and media platform set to revolutionize the soccer experience for players, coaches, officials, fans, and families throughout Ontario. Make sure to download it on the QR code on your screen on the bottom right. We'll be seeing some exclusive interviews as well with the player of the match post game. So if you want to see that, make sure to download the app to see that. This is where we start to take in effects. Again, these two teams played 90 minutes yesterday. They're going to have to dig deep here today to find something left here, does Roma, and this final 20. Coach Rusta for St. Catharines. As this thrown will go over the head, and Prishkar does well to hit it off of a St. Catharines player, and he wins his team another throw-in. Comes the corner kick towards that far post, and very close once again was North York, and this time it was Jeremiah Taylor making that run. The striker has done a great job, as we've mentioned, in the second half. And these set pieces are really proving to be pivotal for the Asante squad. Schmidt gonna play this one quick and short. As they play it towards the far side for Bayoko. Can't block that one as a defender, and is going to have Walters shift over, and he'll be able to hit this one up the field. Privskar and Christie collide. Christie holding the ankle there, looking for a foul there from the referee. As it looks like he's going to just need a few seconds, and he's going to be able to walk that one off after the collision there. Some great job there from Privskar. And he puts the pressure on the Roma, and he wins the Team of Throne, which gets a nice round of applause from the fans who've come all the way here from North York or St. Catharines. As there's Christie once again. Leave that for Bioko to clear. Taylor! Taylor! That's the side netting. Have a look there on Privskar. Him and Taylor have really changed the way things have done. So it's a great substitution there from Coach Ba on North York, since those two have come on in the second half. But Roma gonna have to try to find the spark. Where's it gonna come from? Will it be Bernard? Here he is with the ball. Yes, Shiru. Shiru, good touch over to Stark. Stark's gonna tee it up and just got too much under that one. DePonte, definitely the less busy of the two goalkeepers, but he's made some huge saves when it has needed most. But Schmidt definitely in consideration for your player of the game, the goalkeeper. Done some good play, has he? But he's going to have to look to his team to try to find this tying goal. Paxton, nice little 1-2. But it's one back there from Burko, and Burko gets brought down for a free kick. In the 64th minute, it's Arcelli Tabladillo off the corner kick. That's what separates the two teams. And this boy's under 18 MilkUP Ontario Cup final. This comes a long ball towards that far post. Be cleared away by Paxton. And he has players in the midfield to control it. Calling for a long ball is Gibran, and he will get to it. Walters, though, will be able to get to it first, and he'll take the safe option and hit it out first time, as this one's going to get flicked on towards the midfield. Stark does well to win that. Here comes Stark with it, but he gets shut down by Walters. Walters doesn't have the usual frame you'd see from a center back. But he's done well. He's reading the play very well and constantly gets himself in the right spots. There's a good through ball from Paxton, just beyond the foot, though, of Stark. As Bernard's going to have to run over and force the goalkeeper to pick up the ball. And there's going to be a conversation here, because it looks like it's going to be a yellow card going towards Bernard there. And he must have said something afterwards towards the referee, as it wasn't a second yellow give, it was a straight red. So it could have been a second yellow, but either way, this whole game has completely changed. And it's going to be a red card to one of the top players on St. Catharines Club Roma in Joseph Bernard. And it was a silly little thing towards that sideline. The goalkeeper, he's looking for a foul in that type of situation. He went, picked up the ball. Bernard got a little bit too close, and looks like possibly I would have to maybe see it again, but goalkeeper went down, got himself the yellow card, and again, must have said something there to get himself removed from this game. So St. Catherine's Club Roma gonna have to try to find the tying goal down to 10 men. And probably with the player who is most likely as well to score him that goal. I get confirmation here. It was this second yellow card that was issued. As got to make sure tempers don't flare here, and just keeping it going here as we resume play with the free kick. And it's a lot of space now for Shi. He's going to go up to space. Shi, great job there from Bayoko. He got the ball, but he gave the push afterwards, and it's going to be a yellow card towards Bayoko after that one. And it was one of those situations, Bayoko got the ball initially, but after he got the ball, he pushed the player afterwards. And that's what the referee deemed to be the yellow card offense there. As it looks like some words were said here from the St. Catherine's Club Roma coaching staff. And very likely somebody on the coaching staff might pick up a card here as well. So it was a yellow card as well issued to one of the coaching staff members. I believe it was one of the assistant coaches. As I get confirmation there, and on the yellow card issued to Jack Bayoko. And the yellow card actually went to Lucas Bayoko, the assistant coach. So the Bayokos each picking up one there. But we're going to resume play here with a free kick. 3 players in the wall for Quentin Schmidt. And it's going to be a left-footed taker for North York. Can they find a second? And here's the take. He gets it over the wall, but too high to hit the goal. And he'll go for a goal kick, which Schmidt is trying to get back in play quickly. He'll play this one in short as they continue out here with Paxton. Amoze. Taylor, though, will be able to come out with the ball. Amoze not happy there. But it gets intercepted. Here comes Shiru. This could be a chance for Roma. This is what they're looking for. Good in cut for Shiru. He's going for the shot, and he gets the goal! What a shot from Matthew Shiru in towards the far corner. And St. Catherine's Club Roma have found the equalizer. And we're saying all it takes is that one chance, and what a beautiful in cut coming in from Shiru. And the 82nd minute, it was a bullet of a finish for Roma. And they have found the tying goal down to 10 men. And now it's North York ASANTE 1, St. Catherine's Club Roma 1. And this boys under 18 MilkUP Ontario Cup. And that's what you need. Well, you need a player to step up and have a moment. And that is the moment. One of those moments for him, he'll probably remember. He'll be talking about probably that one for years to come. And here he is again. Can he make magic happen twice? He's going to drive towards the goal. And it's a dangerous ball, but just takes a deflection. And DePonte will be able to find that one. Here's She with it. Down to the left side for Burko. Burko, he's going to be able to cut inside. There's a sign challenge, but it's going to shut down momentarily. And Privskar is going to try to keep it in play, and he wasn't able to. And it'll be a goal kick. As it looks like a double change is upcoming here shortly for North York ASANTE. Jane Ruiz and Desmond Abraham, the two strikers, are ready to come back into the field to play. They started the first half and got taken off by Taylor and Privskar, and I imagine those will be the two players coming out, and they will be Privskar and Taylor coming out, and the original two strikers for ASANTE back on the field to play. And we have one change for Roma, as coming into the field again will be number 11. That's Diego Herrera. He will replace number 17, Ashley Mose, who seems to be hobbling a little bit. And maybe that earlier injury starting to take into effect. So Herrera back on the field to play in the right back. Herrera coming off the bench. He's going to get directly involved as he'll get this ball off the goal kick. Paxton. Stark trying to do it himself there down the right side. Walters, though, will clear it away. As far as Paxton, though, can Paxton find something as he tried to pass it off towards Stark, but this time does get cleared away again. Stark is hustling. He's giving what he's got left. I could see that. As a good win by Dupuis, and he's going to try a shot from range, but that won't trouble DePonte. Schmidt's going to hustle. Can he keep this one in play? No, he did not. And it's going to go for a corner kick. Soon another deserving team will engrave their name onto Ontario Cup history and receive their medals and hoist the beautiful Ontario Cup trophy created by Nothersea Award Store. For more than 50 years, Nothersea Award Store has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at nothers.com. You can see the coaching staff just on the edge of their seats. None of them are sitting right now. As we get towards these final few minutes. As here comes the corner kick towards the far post. As they try to keep it in play, they are able to keep it in. Finds Ruiz, and Gibran, though, will be able to eventually find it. As Santofanti did well to keep that one in originally. Trying to put this one back in towards the dangerous area. Christie finds it, but he doesn't clear. Here's the goal scorer, Tabledil. Trying to cross this one in for Ruiz, too high up, but there's a player on the far post, and Bioko will be able to find it and clear it aside. Good clearance, and right away, it's another big save. It almost came out nothing. They do a throw in quickly, play it across. Roma clears it away straight to the foot of Michael Burko, and Burko fires one, and Schmidt jumps up and deflects it over the bar. You could give, you know what, if you got to give players the game, I'm looking towards that goalkeeper, Quentin Schmidt, right now. He has done phenomenal in goal for his team. Kept them alive when they have needed it in this game, as you have yet another corner kick, though. This one's toward the far post, too strong, and it's going to come out the other side for a goal kick. And if you're Roma right now, you take it as a second, catch your breath, get yourself back into position. Played short for Christie. As the second ball will find its way into a bit of no man's land, and it'll be picked up by North York. A little bit of space there for Abraham. Ruiz finds it. The Roma players do collapse, though, and they will clear it away. I think a communication, if they were able to tell Abraham, he had time and space there once he turned with it. He might have been able to do a little bit more for ASANTE. It's a low cross in, gets blocked by Smith's Talving, and Schmidt will be able to come out of the goal and collect that ball. And start to think here on both benches. Remember, whoever you have on the field to play, those are the ones taking penalties. So if we get to that situation, you got to start thinking, who do you want on the field to play to be taking them? But it might not matter as Olafemi gets around a couple players. He's going to leave that one up for Shi, and he got under that one, though. And that one goes high and flying over the goal as substitution is upcoming for Roma. And it's going to be Okoye coming back into the field to play. Omaha Okoye, he's going to replace number 4. That's Gavin Paxton. Shiro, good switch. Managed to get that much power on that type of turn as Okoye holds strong. And he's going to try to hold off Tabladillo. He's going to slide in there, and the referee right away going to go towards the yellow card. That's the goal scorer, Tabladillo. He got away with one foul, and he continued to try to slide in. And right in the 90th minute, picks up his team's second yellow card. It looks like we're going to be waiting for the indication from the fourth official. Looks like I heard 3 minutes. And yes, it's going to be 3 minutes of additional time left to go here. And this boys under 18 MilkUP Ontario Cup final. Tabadillo scored in the 64th minute for North York game in the lead. But in the 82nd minute, Matthew Shiru managed to find the tying goal. And could they find another one here? This ball isn't cleared. It's a good job there from the defense. That's Olafemi, and he'll be able to kick this one up the field. Dupuy gonna hustle Shiru. Him and Stark have, ever since they've gone down to 10 men, they have found another wind. Those two guys are running all over the central midfield, trying to cover as much space as they can. And that's a touch there from Shi. He's going to chip this one forward, and Ruiz, though, can't reach to it as Bayoko does well to shield it away. And Schmidt will be able to come and collect that ball as the Roma defense is giving what they got left as North York trying to attack in these last few minutes. Down to the left side. Burko trying to cut through. He gets around the defender. Herrera gets it away. The ball's still free for Ruiz. And Bayoko handles it. He's already on a yellow card, so we already know that's going to be a red card. He has pulled to Luis Suarez. He knows in the final moments, he knew exactly what he was doing, but that was going to be a goal regardless. So he realized that was his only option he had left there. And it's going to be a penalty kick instead. He saved a goal. But can he do exactly what Suarez did for Uruguay? Can he do it here for Roma? And who's going to be the one to step up and take it? It's going to be Julian Olafemi going against Quentin Schmidt. You could say this is for the cup. In the final minute. And he shoots it right down the middle, and he gets the goal! North York Asante take a huge 2-1 lead in the dying moments of the game. As the referee tries to calm them down, as the North York fans just taking the moment, celebrating with all their fans right there. And we'll probably pick up a card there for their celebrations. But it was Olafemi who gets the goal. And now North York Asante are just seconds away from taking home an Ontario Cup championship. Will there be enough time? No, there won't be, as there goes the full-time whistle, and it's a late one. But your boys under 18, MilkUP Ontario Cup champions are North York Asante, as they win 2-1 on a thrilling match against St. Catharines Club Roma, and what was an absolutely thrilling match that came down to the last few seconds. I'd like to credit as well both teams, and what a great job making it all the way here towards this cup final. And we want to as well thank our proud partners for today's event, our broadcast partners, Hub International Insurance Brokers, our premier partners, Toronto FC, DFO, CPL, BMO, and Circle K, our official parent partners, O'Neill Sportswear, as well as Respect in Sport, Power Up Sports, and now there's the awards store. As we take a look here towards the final score, and again, it's Asante 2, St. Catharines Club Roma 1. Let's take a look on the full-time stats. A lot of shots from Asante. As expected, we saw that just weren't able to hit the goal, but they hit the goal when it needed most at the very end. As it was 2-1 there on the final stats. Just a reminder as well, though, for all you folks, make sure to stay tuned and enjoy more coverage through Ontario Soccer's My Soccer app, powered by BMO, which features exclusive content such as player interviews and behind-the-scenes footage you won't find anywhere else. And you know where you won't find anywhere else? The post-game interview with your player of the game. So if you want to hear more from the player of the game, make sure to download the app and see, as good respect coming out from the North York coaching staff, making sure to give congratulations towards all of the players. And coming up next will be the trophy and medal presentations, folks. So stay tuned and you'll be able to see that. But this has been Martin Ohms here on the play-by-play commentary, folks. And until next time, folks, make sure to stay tuned. Under 21 action coming up next.
Representing Ontario Soccer is special guest Alan O'Brien, Chair of the Ontario Soccer Board of Directors. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the teams, please put your hands together as we recognize our match officials who were appointed to the MilkUP Ontario Cup Finals. Your referee, Jared Leonard. Assistant referee, Marius Bukowski. Assistant referee, Josh Hicks. And fourth official, Amy Oganov. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's recognize this year's MilkUP Ontario Cup finalists, the St. Catharines Roma. Number 3, Z. Gibran. Number 4, Gavin Paxton. Number 5, Jackson Willis. Number 6, Simeon Sealing. Number 7, Joseph Bernard. Number 8, Jason Christie. Number 9, Jack Bioko. Number 10, Dominic Dupuy. Number 11, Diego Herrera. Number 13, Silas Smith-Calvin. Number 15, Fernando Niega. Number 17, Ashley Omozi. Number 19, Michael Lamasisi. Number 20, Ronan Stark. Number 22, Matthew Cherie. Number 25, Quentin Schmidt. Woo! Number 27, Jack McPherson. Number 30, Omaha Okoe. And the coach, Arden Rosa. Assistant, Lucas Barroco. Manager, Robert Barroco. A big hand of applause again, ladies and gentlemen, for our finalists for St. Catharines Roma.
Good job, boys.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your 2025 MilkUP Ontario winning Iron Provincial Champion, the ASANTE Elite. And now for the individual. Number 1, Cristiano De Ponte. 3, Isaac Sharif. Number 5, Jeremy Taylor. Number 7, Omar Shee. Number 9, Jaden Lee. Number 10, Ayub Dahir. Number 11, C4 Samir. Number 12, Dorian Jacob Burley. Number 14, Desmond Abraham. Number 17, Julian Olafemi. Number 19, Michael Burko. Number 21, Massimo Santofanti. Number 22, Kelly Pabladillo. 24, Ibrahim Ibrahim. Number 28, the Dancon Silverstar. Number 50, Tequan Walker. And coach, Richmond Ba. Assistant, Cardi Opichel. And manager, Alfred Mensah O'Ferry. Now we'd like to call upon the team captain of ASANTE to receive the 2025 Ontario Cup on behalf of our 2025 champions. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to take more pictures of players and the team we have set up in front of the building, so you can take some photos. We also have some official wear in the main lobby of the building. If any of you are interested, please feel free to go and visit. Again, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out, supporting Ontario Cup Finals. We have two more excellent games coming up for you. Our under 21 women and under 21 men. So I hope that you can stay with us, enjoy the day, and make sure you've got some suntan lotion and stay hydrated.
Well, I stayed there because I'll be running up and down. It's hot. I didn't bring an umbrella.
Voy a llamar